But it's not just about that. It's about the journey reliability, the congestion, the better traffic flows. And they aren't just because fewer people are crashing. You will have noticed if you've driven through a motorway scheme with average speed cameras, the traffic seems to flow better. People aren't speeding up and slowing down. And that reduces congestion. Headway's uniform, which makes it easier to merge and diverge. And there are a few innovative schemes which have actually just used the technology to improve traffic flow and control. And with journey reliability better, that's what everybody's trying to achieve at the moment. The Highways Agency are actually carrying out a fairly detailed study into this at the moment to have a look at the impact on congestion and traffic flow of just using this technology. Environmentally as well, greener. If you're driving sensibly and uniformly, you are going to be burning less fuel. You're going to be putting less particulate emissions out. Your CO2 emissions will be reduced as well. And it reduces overall the carbon footprint. So that's beneficial to everybody, but it's beneficial to the driver as well if they're getting more economy from the fuel they put into the car. And it has been suggested that average speed enforcement could be considered for longer sections of the road network. It may be as an alternative to congestion charging. You could choose to pay a fine if you decided to drive too quickly, but you may prefer to drive at a more environmentally, economically sensible speed. But the final point, and it's not one to be underestimated, is the acceptability, the public acceptability of a technology. And we've fought very hard to try and make sure that, while nobody apart from me appears to love speed cameras, this is probably the much more acceptable face of speed cameras because it is there for the right reason. It is controlling behaviour, and there isn't the belief that it's caught you unawares. I think you'd be doing very well to drive through a 10-kilometre average speed control site and be caught unawares and not know what has actually happened. And typically only 1 in 10,000 journeys through an average speed control zone will result in a ticket. And that is 0.1% of 0.1%. So you really have got to be going relatively quickly or at a different rate to everyone around you in order to do that. And that is a conscious decision that that driver has made. It hasn't sneaked up on them unawares. But it's a very important point to encourage people to do what's right. It's more about deterrence than detection. So it's really not about trying to catch absolutely everybody. It's about encouraging people to drive in the ways that are best.